I was talking to Chris. So Chris was a 3-time state champion, right, in wrestling. I never even made it to state, right? But I wrestled my whole life, and Chris wrestled his whole life, right? We wrestled on the same team, the Harvey Twisters. And I asked him, I was like, when you were wrestling downstate, and like all this stuff, and like winning these titles, like, what do you feel like separated you from everybody else? Everybody else still wrestled their whole life too, you know, just like Chris did. So I was like, what do you feel like separated you? Like, was it the genetics, or was it? And he said like just the people he had around him. We had this guy, Coach Sean. He would just like pull up to Chris's house and just be like, hey, we're going running today, making him do things that he wouldn't normally do like by himself, you know. I feel like when I have a small group of people like Sean, like he holds me accountable to like make sure I'm doing the things that I need to be doing every day to make sure that I'm ready for like these fights, you know.
Yeah, just right from where it's at, turn the hip, fire it off.
Okay.
There you go.
I feel like that's how our whole crew is, you know. It's like small, close to it, and it just feels good like that. Feels like a family more than like just like I'm just coming to the gym. It has been a lot different though since Isaac passed. Like, it's been, I don't know. So sometimes, like, at first it was a little depressing, like being in here, you know, like after like just everything that happened with that, because like he used to be sitting right here, like he would be sitting right here next to me talking right now, and he's not anymore. So it was really hard to like get over for a while, you know. Like, I didn't have the same motivation as I did for a while, you know. But I feel like recently, like within the last like 8 months, I found it again. And it's been like, I feel like I'm more motivated than ever now because of it, for some reason. Like, I come in here every day and I look at that picture right there of him, and I just know that like if he was here, he would be like putting his all into this. So I feel like feeling obligated to do the same, you know. Man of many names, Lefty Killer Isaac Watkins, Henny Man Isaac Watkins. Man of many monikers, that guy. Every time I see somebody who's like 19 now, like Evan, he's 19, and I'm like, Evan's really good, but like, dude, Isaac was, to be 19 and be that good, that like focus on the sport is like 1 in a million chances. No doubt, he would have been a UFC champion someday for sure. Not just saying that either. Not like I'm trying to like live through him, but I just feel like he wanted me to put work in him, you know what I mean? He wanted me to put work in these gloves. What's next, Sean?
We'll go 1-1-2 roll 2-3-2. Totally free. Everybody tells me that I need to charge, and I tell them why. To keep people, you know, like Beau couldn't pay a monthly due when he first started, so why? You know, like this, I came up in the sport of boxing where I didn't have to pay any fees, and then when I turned the garage into a gym, I was volunteering up until then. So the way I looked at it is, well, I was volunteering, I wasn't getting compensated, so I'm just gonna keep going it the way I am.
Let me show you something. Come here. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Yep. You go with this too, Jeff. Roll.
Really, my mom's really into boxing. Like, her favorite movie is Rocky and shit, and fucking her ringtone is like, till this day, is Rocky, the Rocky theme song.
Listen,
My grandpa was a boxer on my mom's side.
your mom carries herself. The way she carries herself, I wouldn't even fight her.
I love my mom. Mom's awesome. I look like more like my mom too than my dad. Yeah. Ty and my brother Jax, you'll meet them later. They'll be at the at G2. They're training now too. My two brothers, Ty and Jax.
Reverse yeses.
I feel like the reason I am able to do this is like I got a lot of support. Like my mom supports me in it. Like my dad, you know, my girl Cindy. Like I got good people like that want to see me accomplish it. You know, because I feel like it's harder when like just the people around you don't really understand it and they're like, you know, why don't you get a real job or some shit like that? You know, they don't understand that this is a viable path for some people. You know what I mean? All right, Sean. About that time. I gotta cut the grass today.
Have fun.
True Mexican fashion.
Oh, damn. There it is.
Jeez. It's gross. That's how you pay for your membership.
That or you fertilize the lawn.
Yeah. I feel like for me, wrestling and like just the way I was raised, I always say like discipline is better than motivation, you know? So I feel like I'm really disciplined and like I understand the things that have to be done. And for me, it's almost like it is kind of like a job. Like I know like if I didn't go to Sean's today, I'm gonna get fired from my job. You understand what I'm saying? Like that's kind of how I look at it. Like there's things that have to be done in life to make sure that you could become a good fighter. You know what I'm saying? Like the little things, like it's not all just going out there and fighting. It's the little day in and day out things of running every day, coming to the gym, eating healthy that I feel like are the hard part to do, but it's the discipline more so than the motivation. So I always tell myself that like if I have a bad day at practice, I say, well, you know what? You made it today. At least you came. And that tomorrow is going to be better. I want to cut all the way through. Not saying I'm trying to get rid of the tree. I just want to cut it all the way through in half until it just falls over. I told her it'd probably take me like 3 to 4 years, I think. So I'm realistic about it.
This is like what, 8 months?
This is like 8 months.
8 months worth?
Yeah. We got 25 more, Juwan? I kind of feel like I started fighting because like I was at almost like it sounds bad, but like a failure kind of. Like I went to school, I got kicked out of school, then I like came back home and was getting in trouble and like had some legal stuff going on, and then I was going from like these dead-end jobs that just weren't going anywhere, and I was just like, I don't know. I just feel like it came from like almost like a negative place was why I started fighting. But now that I've like started doing it and I've learned more about it, it's like been the most positive thing that's ever happened to me. What is that?
4. Come on. That's 10.
You ever seen Sopranos? Paulie said, boxing, he was watching two guys box, he said, it's a life of abuse. You know, and it is like, it's a life of abuse, man. And you don't want that type, like, if you could go to school and go and do something else with your life, go do it. Like, this is not for everybody. You know what I mean? You know, like, I feel like sometimes maybe my brother is like, it's a macho sport. So if you feel like you're not good at fighting, you feel like you're not like, it's like a man, you know what I mean? It's like, at the end of the day, does this shit really matter? Like, you know what I mean? Like if you can be the toughest guy or not. It's not for everybody, and that's okay. You understand what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with that. Time.
What's your list looking like?
Huh?
What's your list looking like?
What you mean?
After you done come weight, what's your food looking like?
So basically, after every fight, like I haven't started it yet. for FYI, but once I get closer, like to the weight cut, I start listing everything that I want to eat after the fight, and then like, so it'll be a list of like 50 things, and then I'll narrow it down. Like after the fight, I'll narrow it down to like 5 or 10. But then we'll always like after the fight, me, this guy, Ty, like our whole little group of friends, we'll just go and like try all the places that I want to try and eat. I'm nervous to do this ice bath. Not gonna lie.
Get that cold.
10 minutes? Fuck. It's tough, man.
Nice. So they was sitting outside when we walked
He
in?
sponsors me in a lot of shit. He works for the NFL, this my buddy Mike, and he buys me like, he'll basically like a sponsor. He give me gloves, fucking shit like this, you know what I mean? Like I said, I got a lot of people who like, yeah, that are like, they know I'm gonna do the right thing with like with the shit that, you know.
He is scared like a mother.
Oh my god. Won't be that cold. This is what I mean though, Ray, by having these people around me. If these guys weren't here right now, I probably wouldn't be doing this shit. But they're here.
We hold them.
They hold me accountable.
We hold them accountable for sure.
How long are you
10
going in
minutes.
for?
Said they're supposed to do it for 10 minutes, I think. That's a long fucking time.
I know, dude.
Google it right now. How long should you do an ice bath for?
Do not exceed 15 minutes. So 10 minutes.
So like 10 minutes.
Exactly. Alright, you set a timer?
You gotta do
Come on, I'm ready.
Dude, I don't even know.
I'm going when you sit in there.
Slowly breathing down, brother. Just start at the waist. Let your legs get used to it. Don't start again.
I'm going right. Somebody sit down.
Start it now. I'm in it technically. See if I can do 5 to start.
Go.
Slowly breathing.
We just talking about this last night.
Breathe through your nose. Your body's getting shot.
The wind's not helping either.
You got to deserve to think about this. I think I get up there.
I know it matters.
Yeah, that's the mind over matter. Big
You
time.
know what any man would tell you, mind over matter.
What am I at now? Like I said, I don't know what's worse. The Epsom salt bath when you're cutting weight or that. I think I would rather have that than Epsom salt bath.
Yeah, because that give you a headache after a while.
Yeah. My dad, he was always like a boxing fan growing up. So I remember like when I was like 8, 9 years old, we'd be going to like these like not UFC, but boxing pay-per-view fights. Floyd Mayweather a lot of times, or Canelo. And like those are some of the best memories like with my dad that I have, you know. It's like him taking me to his friend's house to just watch these fights, like boxing fights. And I just remember them like growing up as a kid. Like those are like some of the best memories of my life.
The morning is normally like my work intensity training, like more cardio. You know what I mean? This is more like going to actually do the fun stuff like jiu-jitsu and stuff like that. When I go to G2, it's more excitement. When I go to Talons, it's more like work for me for that. But this G2, I'm happy right now. I get to go. It's exciting. So all my friends are up there. You know what I mean?
I plan to be in his corner for it. I think that I help a lot with the jiu-jitsu, and more than importantly than that, I think that just as far as like on the mental capacity of things, I think that I help him kind of like process the fight, you know, keep him calm in those situations, and I'm thrilled.
As I'm going, so I'll normally do it in 3 parts. I'll go boom, lower my level, boom, lower my level, and then on the third one.
Leading the class, I always say like I'm kind of 2/3 of a training partner, 1/3 a coach, just because of the jiu-jitsu and things like that. But they're super receptive to everything I showed, kind of good teammates. And if you kind of paid attention, Skylar, for a minute, he took hold of the class and kind of taught things that he felt were important and could impact them in a positive manner.
I'm coming up in here like this. There's no switch happening right here. He's worried about him. And your elbow's got to be pitching down here. If you're up like this trying to do all this, he can shimmy his hips wherever he wants to. I gotta get this shit hip tight so I can get up and get these legs out and get my double leg. You guys are sitting there for too long and getting switched on your heads. You gotta move once your hips in there. Real pressure. Getting them together and then moving to finish that double.
That's why I say that we're kind of half and half as far as coaches and teammates, is everybody's got their little 2 cents that they can put in to kind of like improve the group as a whole.
Come on the back, come on the back. Come on the back top, boost it, there you go. There you go. Yeah, with that one, yeah. Turn all the way to your left hip.
I mean, I think that's good for like a workforce team, for a sales team, for everyone to be able to kind of share information and just like give way to like things that they know work and things that they've had positive experiences in. Evelyn, you can't jump around. You can sit with me or hang out back there, but one or the other, sorry.
Steve, push his elbow up.
That's a bad look, Steve.
Steve, push his elbow up. That elbow that's over your head, push it up. Yeah, keep pushing it up. That's tight. Nasty style.
So I'm happy to say that I'm the CFFC champion, and you know, I didn't take any shortcuts to get it, and now I'm on the cusp of hopefully UFC and one of those bigger organizations that really was the end goal, and I'm really excited for once I'm out of the way. I really feel that Beau is going to be the one to kind of come in and take that title once I'm gone.
Arm out, now. Finish him. Pick him up.
In honor of Henny, man, whenever one of us gets a win, we take 1 shot of Hennessy. So far you can see it's only about, we got some more fights to win. We're trying to get the whole bottle, like the whole row up here filled with empty bottles by very soon. So, I don't know, you guys ain't old enough to drink yet, but when you guys are old enough to drink and you get yourself a win, you guys get a shot of Hennessy.
You gotta do it.
Long live Handyman.
Alright, let's take a look at the tail of the tape for this featherweight matchup. Again, you see that perfect 2-0 mark for Pooch. 3-1 for Damian Nelson. A little bit first round.
We've never seen anybody put relentless pressure on Damian Nelson yet.
Yeah.
He's tough though, picky on him. He'll take a punch to get inside.
Yeah,
First
yeah,
4
true.
minutes didn't do so, but that last one certainly did. Maybe I needed to hear in round number 2.
Is it done, Sid?
No, what can you make?
What can't I make?
I know, Sid.
Literally. Challenge me.
You haven't missed it.
Challenge me.
What is this, chicken still?
Yeah, it's a different kind though. I
Chicken.
marinated it differently.
Chicken with pineapple?
Mhm.
I love Thursday. Just because it's more like laid back. Jose teaches his thing, and then like, I feel like I learn
You
more.
always get better on Thursdays.
Yeah, I get better on Thursday.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Let's see this. Oh wow.
I'm just kind of sad you made him one. I mean,
Oh, I got you.
I know,
I'll make
true,
you-
true test.
You guys-
Not as big a slice as
I'm
that,
good right
but-
now.
Not as big a
I'm
slice?
not gonna have any.
Is a apple cinnamon oat bread. The other one is banana bread, which I've mastered. And I put some fresh blueberries in it this batch. So that's what we got going on.
It kind of sucks because I have to like, when you make those
I know,
rolls.
I know.
But it's good. I love seeing them eat it. I love like, you could ask them like when I'm cutting weight.
When he's cutting weight, he has us like he gets a sick pleasure out of us eating foods in front of him.
I
It's
really
like,
do.
It's like we're eating it for him.
It
in a
is
way.
like what, they'll go to like, I'll be like,
I don't know,
guys,
man.
go to McDonald's and get like a burger right now and eat it so I can watch you guys eat.
Another thing, he'll start watching diners, drive-ins, and dives.
Yeah, on the food channel. Yeah.
Yeah.
You think Mom will answer if I call her, Ty? She's at work till late, ain't it, Ty? I'm trying to go over there and see her, kind of. I feel like maybe after we go done with the run, if she's home in time, I don't know. She might be at Theo's late. I don't know. I don't know. I don't really listen to anything. I kind of like to sometimes when I'm alone, I like to listen to myself breathe. Is that kind of weird? Is that weird? That sounds weird as fuck, right? But I feel like I don't know. It's like I don't know. I've been reading too many fucking books or some shit. I read something about that though. It's basically like when you're running and like you're listening to music, that it's actually like easier for you. But it's like make yourself.
Interesting.
I'm big on I like the mental toughness shit. Like make yourself mentally tough. Like I feel like when you're running and you're just like nothing to like zone out and you're just paying attention to you is kind of like I don't know. Makes it harder, you know. I don't like the easy way out on anything. Like always like making it as hard as I can on myself. Which is probably like not the best thing always, but
Can't hurt though.
yeah. The late night run though, after I finish though, I always feel like that like kind of separates me from like, it feels like I could almost like tell myself like, man, he's not doing this right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what it's about.
Oh, like a gazebo or something? Yeah.
Yeah.
But those cushions
I
you
don't
get
know.
wet, right?
No, I got a cover for it.
All right, let's do it.
Covered up everywhere.
Make the journey.
Final workout of the night.
Where you running at?
Started at my Bob's crib, then run to this little shed that I used to run to way back in the day. I get a little stir crazy when no one's around, you know? I've been like so thinking about the fight and shit. It's good. Like when you guys are around, I don't think about it as much, you know? It sucks when you're like jumped up on it, when you're thinking about the shit all the time. Like that's all you're thinking about is fighting. Like it gets like exhausting, you know? You guys give me that happy medium of like, well, you have to do what you need to do, but it's still like fun, you know? I feel like that's a big thing, like just keeping it fun, keeping it fun.
Keeping it fresh.
Keeping it fresh, yeah.
I see if he was the entourage who sit around, you know what I mean? But we actually getting into it, getting our hands dirty right along with you.
I wouldn't even consider it an entourage. You guys are my team.
Exactly.
Part of my team.
Team.
I always say, like, on these long runs, I always tell these guys, like, this shit's gonna pay off someday. You know what I mean? I really believe that. Like, I keep putting in this work like this and keep doing, like, the right things. It's inevitable that eventually I'll find success, like, in this fighting.
Love you guys.
Love you too. Show 'em how you get gone. Legend in the making. Hard work. Dedication. Hard work, dedication.
I can do some Mike Tyson shit though.
Yeah? That's the picture you got?
That's your picture.
Yeah?
Your first win.
First championship win.
Ma, would you rather me be a fighter or do something else? At first, or now?
I don't care what you do. I just want you to be happy with what you do.
That's a great answer.
That's what matters to me, that you're happy.
I love you, Mom.
I know.
I'm very happy in life at the moment.
I know. And that makes me happy. That's all I care about. All my kids, that's all I want. Well, no, of course I didn't want them to do it. Who wants their child to get hit? Nobody. But I also kind of don't. Like, people ask me all the time, Paula, don't that make you nervous? Like, aren't you scared? And I'm like, not really, because, like, I know your abilities. You know what I mean? I don't ever have confidence. I don't ever think you're going to lose. Because I know what you can do.
Yeah.
And
you know how hard he works, too.
Yeah. And even if you do lose.
It's a lesson. I feel like even if I do lose, I feel like I have, like, enough, like, skills to where I'm not going to get, like, super hurt. You know?
Right.
I feel like that's, like, a big thing, too.
Right.
Like I said, I'm, like...
The only thing I ever worry about is that one wrong hit that you could get. You know, just one wrong hit.
I try not to think about that kind of stuff, though.
I know. Well, I'm a mom, so...
Yeah, I know that. Can happen anything. Can happen football. Yeah.
I know, but...
That's why you bob and weave.
You are very good at defense, though.
You like the bob and weaving.
I do.
I got that.
And I like the body slams too. I like those.
So you pick them up.
You pick them up and just.
That is my mom. One of my moms. I'm always so surprised at that too.
I love it.
She's like, I love when you body slam the guy. Like when I pick him up and lift him and put him. You know, like.
Come on, I'm the loud mom out there. I'm
Yeah.
the. Squeeze up.